Good evening, everybody. I'm back again. Meditation night. It seems quite strange. It's nearly a week since I've been doing these. I started on Wednesday last week and managed to overcome the hurdle of fear that had held me back from doing these for probably too many years to count. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to do tonight's meditation. Claire had asked me to do the Sacred Flame. Hi, Michaela. Claire had asked me to do the Sacred Flame meditation, which I've been desperately trying to remember. I've done so many over the years when you run different meditation groups and different workshops and teaching and goodness knows what. But I will do my best. Hi, Anna. I'll do my best to remember the Sacred Flame meditation. But what we're going to concentrate on tonight is letting go. Morning, morning, Tony. Good evening, Tony. Yeah, I am generally with it. So yeah, good evening, everybody. Not good morning, but hey ho, it's April Fool's Day tomorrow. So yeah, so hi Anna, hi Helen. So I'm going to do some letting go. I'm going to concentrate on letting go tonight, and we're all letting go of something, aren't we? You know, the only two things we can ever be sure of is death and change at the end of the day anyway. And death and change are a constant in our lives. You know, think of the thousands or millions of skin cells we lose every day. You know, often we lose, you know, you only need to run your fingers through your hair and you've usually got two or three at least hairs, or depends if you're bald really, doesn't it? But, you know, we're always losing skin cells and different things. Hi, Suzanne. So it's really interesting when we start. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Jan. So it's really interesting when we start looking at kind of death and change, and yet we all like the status quo. We don't welcome change. So yeah, hi Catherine, hi Jackie. You know, hi Monica. There's that saying, isn't there, in Lancashire? Note so queer as folk, and I do realise that not all of you might understand that. It just means nothing as queer as people, really. Note as queer as folk, and it's true, isn't it? That we're all a bit weird in our own weird, wonderful way, and that's how it should be. Because if we're all the same, it would be pretty boring. But yeah, the only two things we can be sure of is death and change, and obviously today is. Hi, my friend is in touch from, I'm assuming you're in Australia, Lee. I haven't spoken to you for a while, and I was just thinking about you earlier, so I hope you're okay. Lee and I met in Jaipur and spent a lot of time in Varanasi together with a beautiful Indian family there. So yeah, it's nice to have you on board. Angela, lovely to have you on board, and Lindsay as well, and Anna. So yeah, welcome on board. So I'm going to do some meditation on letting go, and just moving on. And I think it's a very challenging time for so many people at the moment. You know, we're all letting go of something, and many of you, I'm sure, are probably. I know my friend Caroline sent me a picture the other day and she said, Mary, it's war in the drawer and I've got to tidy the drawers out in the kitchen, you know, and many of you have messaged to say you're decluttering. Many of you, you know, we all find that we don't need things. Morning, God, I've really got it bad, haven't I, today? Evening, Eva. Lovely to have you on board as well. And lovely, Lindsay. Yes, I do suit red. I used to have a really beautiful red coat dress and I used to really, really love it. And, you know, inevitably, things just get old and tired, you know. But my friend Peter lent me this. It's actually got European athletics on, which doesn't for a minute mean I'm athletical, I can assure you. Hi Eileen. But yes, I've been invited to swim by the Jadot, and there was somebody swimming in the lake earlier today. We're not on quarantine here. We can go out, obviously, with safety in mind and 2 meters away from everybody. So I'm just grateful that I can still get out and go to the park and everything. So yeah, thank you for the comments about red suiting me. I do like it. When I first got here, most of my warm clothes, I'd left them in New Zealand, thinking I was going to New Zealand after Bali. And I was absolutely perishing. It was cold. And after coming from 36 degrees in Bali to, 4 or minus or 8, it was a bit of a shock. So I was very grateful for this, lovely. And it's a hoodie as well. So there you go. I can be a teenager now and be a hoodie monster. Anyway, it's lovely to have you all on board. I hope you're going to get something out of this meditation. So, as I said last night, when I'm doing the meditations, I also send healing to the whole of the group. And the meditations are very, very powerful. Having done meditations for many, many, many years, I really, really, really do love them. Meditation just gives you chance for the ego mind, the monkey mind, the part of your brain that goes jabba, 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 just to shut it down, just to quieten it down. No, we're not doing aerobics instead tonight. We can do, if you want to do some aerobics, but I think there's enough keep fit videos out there, my darling Lindsay. I have no intention of doing aerobic meditations on here, but if you want to kick your legs and do whatever you want to do through the meditation, it's up to you. Hi Dominic as well. This meditation will be concentrating on letting go, on moving on. Hi Becky, and all of us are decluttering in some way, all of us. Hi Tony, yeah, Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah, I've been called Mary Poppins and many different things, so Little Red Riding Hood is very appropriate, I guess. My friend Anne Catherine, when I was with her, she said, you look like Little Red Riding Hood in that, and she said it in French, which was quite sweet. Hi Jana. So yeah, welcome aboard everybody. I hope you're going to enjoy this meditation. If any of you do, I've asked you many times, and if any of you do ever have any requests, for goodness sake, just let me know. It's not a problem. I've done meditations for many years, and I can adjust cater for your needs. It's fine. Hi Dawn. Hi Maya. I do hope I'm pronouncing some of your names right, because some of them are, I hope I pronounced it right. Is it Jana? Sometimes in India and Bali, there's so many unfamiliar names, and it's quite embarrassing. Well, I just think it's impersonal if we get it wrong, if we listen to how it's pronounced. But obviously, your names are just coming up on here, and I'm just doing my best. So I hope I don't offend anybody if I've not said them properly. Hi Emma, I hope you're okay. Emma fell asleep in one of the meditations the other night, and her husband put some pictures of her fast asleep on FaceTime. And I've known Emma for many years, so she knows my sense of humour, and she's very aware, obviously, of her husband's sense of humour. So on a practical note, if any of you are not used to meditating, even if you are used to meditating, often when people meditate, they actually go to sleep or they relax a lot. So please think about safety before we start. So if you need to lock your doors, if you need to shut your windows, if you need to, please be careful with candles and practicalities like that with incense and things. Hi Samantha. So, just let's have a little bit of sensibility. But I do want you to sit comfortably. It is ideal if you sit with your back straight, or you could lie on the floor or lie on the bed. If you do drift off, even as a hypnotherapist, psychotherapist, meditation is kind of a gentle relaxation. Some meditations can be deeper than others, and it depends how experienced you are. But even the most experienced meditators can come out of meditation at any time, and the monkey mind starts chattering away and giving us all that you should have done that, you shouldn't have done that, blah, blah, blah. So think about, practical things. You may want a shawl or a blanket around you, or a nice scarf or whatever. You may want to put your feet in your slippers or get some big fluffy socks on, because there's nothing worse than going deep into meditation and then waking up and you feel a bit cold and a bit chilly. So yeah, just think about all the practical things before we start, because you'll either be very relaxed, hopefully, afterwards, or you may well go off to sleep. Hi Nicola. So yeah, I'm going to start the meditation in a couple of minutes. If you want to get a glass of water or something like that, then obviously that's perfectly fine. It's up to you. Okay. So meditation always starts with a breath. If you've never meditated before, this is going to be a guided meditation. So I'm going to talk you through the meditation. I will leave pauses at various intervals. Through the meditation, we will also be sending healing to Mother Earth, to the planet at the moment. We've already seen the effects of the fact that, most of us are indoors, or at least for most of the day now. The dolphins are swimming in the Venice canals again. The ozone layer is healing, and many other things. Hi Elaine, lovely to have you on board as well. So yeah, we're going to send some healing through to Mother Earth, and don't worry whether you've done healing with me, Reiki 1, Reiki 2, Reiki 1, it's totally irrelevant. I'm going to talk you through how we do that. Everything is intention. If we set the intention to send healing, to send love to something, then that is what's going to happen. If we do it with a pure unconditional love intention, then it's going to be very, very, very simple. So welcome to all of you. Get yourselves a glass of water or whatever you feel you need. Make yourselves comfortable, and when you're ready, just visualize. Hi Simon, nice to have you on board again. Just visualize you're in the most comfortable chair, or you maybe laid on the sofa or curled up on the sofa or in your bed. So I'm going to start the meditation now. Hi Diane. So just take a deep breath in. So we always start meditation with the breath. Anytime you get stressed out, somebody's mentioned panic attacks here. Meditation will help with panic attacks. So just breathe in. Hi Peter. Just breathe in and breathe out. So breathe in for 3 and breathe out for 6. Breathe in for 3 and breathe out for 6. So just take your time. There's no wrongs, no rights here. Just breathe in for 3 and breathe out for 6. And what I want you to do is just tense your fists up, tense your hands up, and hold that energy for 3 and release for 6. Now tense up all the muscles in your arms, your lower arms, your upper arms. Tense those muscles up and relax. Tense the muscles up in your arms again and relax. Tense up your shoulders, pull your shoulders up to your neck, and then just let them drop very quickly. Tense them up in the shoulders and in the neck, and then release. Again, and release. This is a very good one for any of you that have got children. If you get the children to screw the muscles up of the face, if you get them to tighten their hands, if any of you ever can't sleep, just do that with your hands. Just tighten your hands and release. It's far easier than counting sheep all night. And just release. And now tighten the thighs, tighten the upper legs and release. Tighten the upper legs and release. Tighten the upper legs and release. Tighten the lower legs and just release. Tighten the lower legs and release. And just allow your feet. Roll your feet onto the toes and then back on the heels. Onto your toes, back on the heels. Onto your toes, back onto your heels. Just take a deep breath in and just imagine you breathing in positive energy. Welcome dawn as well. Just take a positive breath in. Breathe in positive energy. And breathe in all that positive energy into your lungs. We all know that we have to breathe. And as we breathe in that positive oxygen, feel it circulate through the lungs, right to the bottom of the lungs. Feel it circulate deep in the lungs. Feel the oxygen from the lungs going into the blood, circulating around the blood, circulating through all your veins, all your arteries, going all the way around the body, carrying that positive energy, that positive intention. It's that magic word again, positive intention. And just let that energy go all the way around the body. And just let it go. Allow it to go. Will it to go. And don't be surprised if you start feeling warm in different parts of your body. Maybe your hands start to tingle. Maybe your toes start to feel warm, or maybe in your knees. Maybe you have an area of pain, physical pain, a sore shoulder, a sore knee, a sore foot. Just imagine all that positive energy focusing in that area. And just allow that positive energy to center in the area where you have pain. If you have no pain, just let it go wherever it wants to go. And just imagine that that pain is like a puddle of water on a hot, sunny day. And the puddle just evaporates with the power of the sun. And just imagine the pain evaporating like the steam. Just like the dew on the grass in the morning, or the dew on the leaves of the trees, just evaporating as the heat of the sun warms the day. And be aware how easy it is to let go of pain. And let it go. Allow it to go. Will it to go. And I'd like you to put yourself in a purple ball of light. It can be a circle or an oval of light, or a square or a triangle, a pyramid, you choose. It may well keep changing shape. There's no rights or wrongs. This is your meditation. You can be in a purple ball of light, or a golden ball of light, or a rainbow of light. The colours may keep changing. Maybe you've got more than one colour and it swirls and twirls. Just allow it to do what it needs to do. It's all about you. Every one of you will interpret this meditation in your own way. Because when you meditate and your eyes are closed, then the superconscious mind, the subconscious mind, the soul, begin to reconnect. So that we move away from the conscious mind, we give it a rest. The conscious mind works hard all day long, so we're going to give it a rest. And we're going to allow those parts of the iceberg that are under the water that you may have been unaware of. We're going to allow those to help us to realize and use our vivid, powerful, creative imagination. So just allow yourself to relax in the chair, or the sofa, or the bed, or the beanbag, or wherever you are. Just allow yourself to relax. And just allow yourself to relax even more than that. And even more than that. And even more than that. Just Allow yourself to relax. And as you become aware of the ball of light around you, or the triangle, or the pyramid, or the square, or whatever shape it is, and don't worry if it keeps changing, just breathe in those colours. Remember, the body is made of light, sound, and energy, and that means different colours besides the chakras. So if you're not aware of the aura and the chakras, don't worry about it. It's not relevant. And if you are, that's fine. But just breathe in the colour. And allow that colour to go into the lungs, to bring healing, peace, loving kindness, hope, joy. Allow that to bring whatever it needs to bring to you right now, in this moment. That's all any of us have right now, in this moment. And just breathe that energy in and breathe out. Just breathe the energy in and breathe out. Don't worry if you yawn or cough or maybe have to clear your throat. It's just energy releasing. Maybe even if you burp, it's absolutely fine. It's just energy releasing and just letting it make its way out of the physical body as you release. What I want you to do is imagine that you're going to go into the heart, just like a mini-me or Alice in Wonderland. I want you to imagine going into the heart. Maybe you see a doorway, maybe it's a beautiful wooden door, maybe you're already in the heart. Maybe you were already there before I even said it. Just go into the heart. Maybe it looks like a cave or a cavern. Maybe it looks like a sacred temple. Maybe you see your heart as a forest or a jungle or a desert island. There's no rights or wrongs, as long as you put the intention there that you go into your heart. And just feel into that energy in the heart. And just be aware of what the heart looks like, what it feels like. Many of you will be aware of anatomy and physiology. And that's fine. Anatomy and physiology have their place for sure. You can visualize the heart looking like the Valentine's Day heart. There's no rights or wrongs. It's all about you. Maybe as you look in the heart, you see some dark spaces. Maybe they represent dark hurts or upsets. Just give them a clean. Just allow them to go, will them to go. Let them go. Maybe call in a team of cleaners or angels or whatever it is that you believe in that's personal to you. Maybe a team of fairies or elves or goblins. Just set the intention and ask them to please clean the heart center for you. Be it with soap and water or whatever cleaning products you want to use. Maybe magic cloths, maybe a feather duster, maybe a special Hoover or a magic Dyson. Every one of you will do it differently. Maybe your heart has no dark spaces. Maybe there are only very small dark spaces, and maybe there's just one very, very big one. Sometimes spaces in our heart can be like gold or silver that gets tarnished over the years, or brass or bronze. Just imagine all those team of helpers, all those teams of cleaners helping you to clean whatever needs to be cleaned. And just let it go. Allow it to go, will it to go. And when you're ready, I want you to visualize, to to the side of you, be it to the left or the right, or in front of you. A beautiful sacred flame. Whether you believe in God or the angels or just the divine source, the divine connection to the universe. This sacred flame comes from that place. And this sacred flame is exactly that. It's very, very sacred. It's very powerful, very beautiful, very peaceful. There's no judgment here, it just is. What I want you to do is just imagine that you can place in this sacred flame anything that you want to get rid of. An old hurt, a worn out habit. We all have bad habits at various moments in time. We all have a weakness. Sometimes we drink too much, we eat too much, we smoke too much, we swear too much. Many, many things. Maybe there's hurts. Maybe things that you've said, things that have been misunderstood. Maybe something that someone said to you that was possibly unkind, or maybe misinterpreted. Maybe you were bullied at school, maybe you were bullied at work. Maybe you did a job that you hated for a while. And of course, these are all our learnings to make the diamond more polished, more beautiful. But nonetheless, sometimes they can be painful learnings. Sometimes we have regrets. Maybe you never learned to ride a bike or to swim, or maybe you never learned to climb a tree. Maybe you wanted to be an artist, but you ended up working in a factory. We all have regrets, misunderstandings. They are what they are. But just place whatever you need to place in that flame. And if you've lost somebody dear to you, and sometimes you feel like you're suffocating with the grief, you can place it in that flame as well. A very, very dear friend of mine lost her father recently. And another dear friend was celebrating the anniversary of his father's death recently too. And it's very close to the anniversary of a very dear friend of mine. So we can put all those intentions in that flame. This is completely limitless. And this is all about you. Just put whatever you want to surrender in that flame. Just let it go. Allow it to go. Maybe you've lost a family pet. Whatever it is that you want to let go of, just let go of it right now. Every one of us has something that we need to let go of at any given moment in time. Maybe we've just been grumpy on a bad day when we're tired. Maybe we should have spent more time with the children, or maybe we should have listened more to a friend in need. Maybe we should have offered to give the beggar in the street a cup of tea or buy them some food. The perfection we have is in the imperfection. And we're all beautiful in our imperfections. As long as we're always trying to be a better version of ourselves from one day to the next, it's just constant determination. Just as all of us need a shower and to brush our teeth every day, We all need to eat every day. And we all need to take time to reflect, to be aware of where we are in life, to be aware of the things we need to let go of, and to allow ourselves to be lighter. And we deserve to be lighter. We deserve to be lighter and brighter. We all have a right to be a better version of ourselves each and every day. And we all have a right to acknowledge that we're allowed to get it wrong. We don't learn to drive a car in one day. It takes time. We have to stall the car, put it in the wrong gear, go too fast to learn how to brake in the car. Some of you may have taken a while to pass your driving test. Some of you may have found it easy, some of you may not. Some of you might find reversing easy, and some of you may struggle with that. Every one of us is different, and when we learn to accept ourselves, then we learn to accept other people around us. And the more we learn to accept ourselves and we accept others, the more people want to be around us. Because nobody wants to be judged. So if you're judging yourself right now, put those judgments in that flame. If someone's ever judged you, rightly or wrongly, just put it in the flame. And I want you to just repeat in your mind's eye, forgiveness. I deserve to be forgiven. And maybe say that 3 times, just in your mind's eye, or say it out loud if you want. I deserve forgiveness. I desire forgiveness. I deserve forgiveness. I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. And just allow that word, peace, to echo through the heart center. Peace. 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 And allow yourself to embrace peace. Think for a moment where you can have more peace in your life. Do you have the radio on all day or the television? Do you have a period of time where you're quiet? Are you happy to turn the phone off for an hour or 30 minutes? Can you find the peace watching the sunrise or the sunset? Don't worry if you struggle with quiet time. It's quite normal. The ancient Native American Indians, the Aztecs, the Incas, all of the ancient civilizations used to make time for quiet peace. They used to pray in peace. I spent much time in prayer and meditation in Bali. Silence and peace are a great gift. Just allow yourself to experience peace. You have a right to be at peace. And maybe maybe you are still putting things in the sacred flame to be dissolved, to be burnt, to be dissipated. And just keep putting them in the flame. And begin to become aware of how much lighter and brighter you begin to feel the more you put these things in the flame. Just let them go, allow them to go, will them to go. For all the times you've got angry with the body, maybe when you've been poorly or sick or frustrated that you couldn't coordinate your fingers to do something, or maybe something else. Many times we get frustrated with the body, and many times we need to listen to the body. Many times we need to be patient with the physical body, patient with ourselves in all our aspects, body, mind and soul. You have full permission right now to be at peace with your physical body, to be forgiven by your physical body. And just breathe that energy in and breathe out. Just breathe that energy in and breathe out. And maybe you feel the peace and the forgiveness, just like water trickling down from the top of the head, down the head, neck, shoulders, down the back, the spine, down the chest, down the pelvis, down into the legs. Just let that feeling of peace and forgiveness go all the way through the body. Your natural state is to be at peace. Your natural state is to be in a period of oneness. And how often we forget the still space where we have nothing to prove to anybody. We have nothing to prove to ourselves. We can just allow ourselves to be the best that we can be by being in stillness, by being in a state of awareness all the time, by listening to the universe, by listening to the synchronicities, the coincidences, by allowing. Many of us at some point try to control our lives. Some of us have experienced power and control. And if you want to place all those things in that sacred flame, just let it be so. And maybe as you release all the things you no longer need into that sacred flame, maybe you begin to see faces in there. Faces of the people that you've loved, people and times of long gone by. But this time there's a joy, a peace, a residency, an unconditional love with all of them. Breathe that energy in, and don't worry if you don't see any faces. There's no rights and wrongs. Maybe some of them you recognize, maybe the faces are moving so fast that you have no awareness who they are. This is your meditation. You know exactly where you need to be guided. Everything is in divine timing and everything is as it should be. And just breathe that energy in. Just be at complete peace with that energy. You have a divine right to be at peace. You always did. And now you're allowed to remember, to to reconnect with your divine essence, your divine presence, your divine oneness. And just be aware of how it feels to be able to embrace that oneness. Maybe you feel it in the heart, maybe you feel it in the belly, maybe you feel it all around the body. And just allow that energy to bring you a deep sense of peace, a deeper sense of peace that is your divine right. Allow yourself to forgive yourself and allow yourself permission to be forgiven by other people. Every mistake we've made is learning to something better, even if we can't see it at the time. And just breathe that energy of forgiveness, peace, compassion, trust, hope and faith into your oneness. And remember that you can go back into this meditation at any given moment in time. And when you're ready, if it feels right to you, you can bring this sacred flame into your heart center for purification. Bringing it into the heart center, allowing yourself to be purified, allowing all those memories to be purified. And for the people that we've lost along the way, grandparents, parents, maybe siblings, maybe best friends, maybe even a partner, just know that they are a part of you, and just know that we are all connected by a golden thread anyway. There is no separation. There is no time. Time is not linear. There are many dimensions of time and space. And some people say that we are here today in our own version. And there may be other versions of ourselves out there in the universe. The fact is, what we need to do every day is sharpen this one up. Make this one a better version of ourselves. Because then the other versions of us can become even better, and even better than that, and even better than that. And you have a right to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And the way to achieve this is constantly to let go, to move forward, to allow yourself to be the best version that you can be. That is your absolute divine right. And allow that sacred flame to burn away anything that no longer needs or serves a place in your life. For those of you that have panic attacks or stress or worries, just put them all in that pot. Just put them all in that flame. Let them go. Allow them to go. Will them to go. Let them be taken into the sacred flame. And maybe, just maybe, you'll see an eagle or a golden phoenix begin to fly from the flame. Maybe you'll just feel lighter and brighter, more at peace, more at ease, more comfortable with your own self, in your own skin. And I'm just going to leave you in that place. Maybe you're riding on the back of the eagle or the phoenix. Maybe you're happy to stay in the sacred flame. Maybe you're happy to clean the heart center and keep cleaning the heart center. I don't know, but you do. And it is all about you. That's all that matters. It's all that ever mattered. Just be in that space, just be in that freedom, just be in that peace, in that oneness. You have a right to divine peace. You always did. And I'll leave you in meditation wherever you are, and I'll come back to you in 1 or 2 minutes just to see and just to close the meditation. Just be welcoming of that space. Be welcoming of the freedom, of the peace, of the love and kindness, and of the grace that's with you. Just remember, you can go back into this meditation at any given moment in time. You can set an intention wherever you are in the world that when you go to bed, you can go back into this meditation. At any time you need to reflect, let go of something. At any time you need to go into the heart center to maybe do some cleaning work in there, the old hurts, the old pain, whatever it is, the old regrets, just let it go and just trust. And the more you learn to meditate, the more you will access the parts of your brain that maybe you haven't used before. Meditation is like exercising a muscle. So maybe we are doing an aerobics class after all. This is a special muscle. This is the third eye chakra. And allowing your vivid, powerful, creative imagination will help you to understand and help you to remember and interpret your dreams. It will help you to find peace with yourself. And of course, the law of attraction, the more we find peace with ourselves, so the more we find peace with other people. So, you can choose if you want to stay in the sacred heart space, if you want to leave the sacred flame in your heart center, or you can choose to just go back, if you wish, into the normal heart. Everything is your intention. It's all about you. Your superconscious, your subconscious knows exactly what's right for you. And for those of you that have fallen asleep or are deep in meditation, then just allow yourself to stay in that place. You will know exactly what to do, and you will know exactly when to come out of that meditation in your own time. And for the rest of you, just take your attention back to your breath. And just take a deep breath in. Breathing in. Breathe in for 3. And hold for 3. Take a deep breath in. And release it when you're ready. Take a deep breath in. And release it when you're ready. Take your attention to your shoulders. Just roll your shoulders backwards and forwards. Maybe together, maybe the left and then the right. Just take your attention to your fingers, moving your fingers. Take your attention to your toes and your heels. And just move your feet on the floor, heel, toe, heel, toe. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready in your time, open your eyes so you're fully present, fully grounded, and fully back in the room wherever you are. So welcome to all those who've just joined us. I'm not sure what part of the meditation you've joined us with, but you can watch these again. They'll be on my timeline later. So for the rest of you, just become aware of your breathing. It's really sensible after a deep meditation, depending how deep you went into that meditation. Just stay either sat or led or curled up on the sofa, wherever you are. Just stay there for a few moments, a few minutes, before you even try to get up. And as you stay there in that quiet space, and for those of you that have just joined us, I want you to imagine that all of us are holding hands, and all of us can hold hands around the whole world, and within the world, within the earth, we just visualize that we're sending our love, our unconditional love to the planet right now. If you don't want to hold hands, then that's fine. If you don't want to visualize, we can just visualize that we're stood or even flying above the earth. Or maybe we're on top of a mountain. Maybe we're sailing on a lake. Maybe we're in a beautiful forest, and we allow ourselves to open our hearts to send healing to the whole planet. And maybe as you send that unconditional love to the planet, maybe it's like a sonic wave. Maybe it's like a ripple in a pond. Maybe it's like a bubble that just travels upwards. Maybe it's all of the above, and that energy just goes faster and faster, spreading love around the world. Just imagine a golden light around the whole of the world, around the whole of the globe, north, east, south, west. Send love to the water, send forgiveness to the waters on the planet, to all the wildlife, the fish, the whales, the dolphins, the tiniest organisms, the krill, as we ask forgiveness for the pollution that we've done to the water system on the planet. We ask forgiveness to the elementals, the fairies, the elves, the goblins, depending what you believe in, the mermaids, the merpeople, the tree sprites, all of the little creatures that look after all the wildlife, all the nature for us, of all the times that we've forgotten what we do know intuitively, for for all the times we've forgotten to respect the planet. The Native American Indians used to plant 3 trees if they chopped one down. If they killed an animal for meat, or its skin, or any product at all, they would ask it forgiveness first. They would kill it quickly and with ease, doing a ceremony of peace for the animal, with profound respect. And we have forgotten to respect this planet. Many of us have forgotten to respect one another, to respect our families, to respect everything that we have, the food in the cupboards, the shoes on our feet, the clothes on our back. And now is a time of great change, great appreciation, divine respect, and connection back to ourselves. Connection back to our home, to our planet. Because everything we do on this planet will affect other planets in the universe. And it starts with us. The more we take care of ourselves, the more that energy goes to other people. We all have a right to be loved, to be heard. And our planet at this time needs to be heard. She needs to be acknowledged, honoured, and just feel with unconditional love. Connect with your favourite place on the planet, maybe a favourite meadow or a favourite pond, a favourite lake, a favourite mountain, a favourite beach perhaps, a favourite hill, a favourite valley. There's no rights or wrongs, it's whatever's right for you. And just give thanks to the planet for all she's provided you with. Everything that's around us is what's come from this planet. The wood in the window frames, the glass in the window frames, the clothes on our back. Everything comes from this planet. The water we shower with or bathe with in the morning. And just give divine thanks for all of that. I'm just going to leave you for a few moments with that meditation and that intention of sending love, light, peace, appreciation, respect, and that huge word, respect. Just send the respect, your respect, to the planet. Your thanks and your appreciation to the planet. When I was in India, in the morning they used to do a puja ceremony, which was amazing to watch, to respect Mother Earth, to say thank you to Mother Earth, to say thank you to the water, to the River Ganges. And in the evening, just before sunset, they would do the same, chanting and prayers. Absolutely beautiful to watch. And in our way, we can do this through meditation, through divine appreciation. And just breathe that energy in and breathe out. And you can set an intention to go back into this meditation at any part of this meditation at any given moment in time. But for now, let's just give Mother Earth the thanks that she deserves. And let's remember that word respect. Respect for Mother Earth, respect for ourselves, Respect for one another and respect for all the things that we have. And respect may mean different things to each and every one of us, and that's fine. But just allow that word respect to take its place in your day-to-day routines, in your day-to-day habits. We brush our teeth because we respect our teeth. We eat healthy because we respect our bodies. Maybe we recycle things because we respect. We respect one another when we listen to one another, when we are present with one another. We respect one another when we hold space for one another, when we provide support for one another. So when you're ready, wherever you were in that visualization, if you're holding hands with somebody, you can let them go. And if you're holding your own space with Mother Earth, we can now put our hands together in prayer and say Namaste to Mother Earth and bow and respect our planet. Namaste. Namaste. So I will say Namaste to all of you, and I bid you a beautiful evening or morning or afternoon wherever you are in the world, and I hope that you've enjoyed the meditation. Remember, you can look back through these meditations at any given moment in time. So welcome to those of you that have just tuned in, to Claire, Damien, Ben, and whoever else has just tuned in. And I hope you've enjoyed at least part of the meditation. So thank you all for joining me. It means a lot to have the support. And just know that you can go back into the meditation at any time. So please be careful. Just take your time as you come out of the meditation. Just roll your shoulders, move from the heels and the toes. Just roll your shoulders. Allow yourselves to come back into the body so that you can be the best version that you can be. If any of you have any requests for healing or for meditation or for mornings with Mary tomorrow morning, when I usually do a reflective self-awareness kind of life coaching session, really, I guess. I just intuit what comes. I obviously have some ideas, but I'm always willing to go with your requests because it's a group that I put together for all of you, because I know many people are struggling at this moment with the unknown, with not seeing loved ones, with not being able to do what we normally do. Maybe a lot of you have had to cancel weddings or can't go on holiday. There's so many implications to what's going on right now in the world, and of course it's worldwide. So we're all in it together, but my intention is that we all come through this so that we're all better people. And I do hope that we all take this as a beautiful lesson in appreciation, connection, reconnection with our loved ones, with our families. And I guess whatever's on the other side, life will not be the same again, but in a much better way, I hope. We will learn to appreciate what we actually need, rather than the materialistic outlook of just wanting more and more and more and more, and yet never being satisfied. So when we go into the heart, we find our truth, we find our real selves. And all the meditations I do will take you into the heart, take you into the heart space and out of the head space. So namaste everyone, I really appreciate your support. I hope you've enjoyed that to one degree or another. if you know anybody who will benefit from these meditations, because I know I started doing them because many people had approached me and they were struggling with, watching the news and not knowing what to believe one way or another. But we are all in this together. We are all sharing this same planet. And I just hope that it will be a much better world that we come out into after the quarantine, the self-isolation. So I do hope that you've got a lot out of that meditation, and I do hope that you all feel lighter and brighter. And don't worry if your ego mind was just jabbering away, talking away. It's quite normal, even for the most experienced meditator. There are no competitions here, there are no judgments. It just is. Just like riding a bike, if we fall off, we get back on. We just try again tomorrow. So I bid you all good night, God bless, whatever your God is, or your goddess, or the divine universe. But anyway, have a good sleep, or if it's daytime where you are, have a wonderful day. And just honour that word respect in everything that you do. Respecting the food you eat, the water you drink, the water we wash with. And most of all, respecting ourselves. And the more we respect ourselves, simple quantum physics and law of attraction will mean that other people will respect us as well. So, all the best to all of you. Thank you for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I must say, I'm really enjoying these meditations, and I enjoy doing the morning sessions as well. So, take care, everybody. All the best. Bye.